people, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ayoola, and if you are new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, you already know you're an answer to prayers. Thank you for always coming back. I'm a YouTuber from Nigeria based in Texas, and I'm an international student at the University of North Texas. So today it's a different kind of video. I brought with me here my friend, and he's going to introduce himself, and let me just get to the nitty-gritty of the video. It's for international students, especially for the non-Nigerians, and I'm trying to give like another perspective of an international student to you. So
My name is Reynolds Kusi. I'm from Ghana, and I'm a master's student in the University of North Texas, and I'm studying a master's in international sustainable tourism. I'm so glad to be on this show today.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for honoring that invitation.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I've had a couple of Ghanaians, and I know it's different in Ghana and in Nigeria. Visa processing in Ghana, the entire thing. I'm not a Ghanaian, so I probably would know better. So just run me through quickly what your visa process was like in Ghana.
Comparing Ghana to Nigeria, our visa processing is more flexible because we have a lesser population as compared to Nigeria.
So are you saying you probably get a date on time as compared to me?
Yes, probably we'll get a date on time. Not too early, but it's better than Nigeria.
Okay, so is it before COVID? If I wanted to apply for a visa, I would have gotten a date earlier than after COVID.
You would have gotten a date earlier than after COVID because before COVID there was no backlogs. And there was a lot of news about people traveling from other countries to even come for their visa interviews in Ghana. Yes, but after the whole COVID, there's a huge backlog, and it has led to a problem with getting dates. But I mean, it's better than
not as bad as Nigeria.
Yeah.
The way you're saying it's better than Nigeria, you need to be careful on that. But
I'm not being travelistic, but
don't let us even go there. But I get your point. Yeah. So for Ghanaians, it's relatively. But I've watched videos of other Ghanaians, and the news is the same everywhere, honestly. I think getting a date for the US Embassy can just be a hassle. Yeah. So my advice would be, you need to do it on time. So you need to actually apply on time so that you get a date. I know it might be easier in Ghana as compared to Nigeria, but I don't think it takes away the fact that it's still a hassle to get visa dates in Ghana. Anyways, how was your home visa interview? What was it like? What was the interview?
The visa interview was quite a roller coaster. Talking about getting dates, I had a little challenge. I applied for my visa in somewhere April, but I got my date for 1st August, which was not an emergency date. So I think
for 4 months.
4 months waiting.
Oh, that's good. In Nigeria, you wait like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
And without emergency.
Okay.
Yeah. So getting that, there was a whole lot of nervousness in the atmosphere because how people talk about visa interviews and the denials at the American Embassy.
Sure.
So it was a stressful one, and I think I'll give credit to you because you helped me throughout my process. There were moments that I was scared, especially with the ankle story, because I was going with my ankle, and I have heard a lot of people saying that don't try an ankle because they are going to deny. When I told you, you told me that it is my story. I should say it as I want to see.
Yeah, so I think my advice to like incoming like immigrants, F1 students would be, whoever your sponsor is, I don't know your story. People would say, oh, it won't work for you, oh this, oh that. But I think it's your story, and you should be able to own your story. If your uncle is the one sponsoring you, and you are able to convince them that your uncle is sponsoring you, I know people say, oh yeah, immediate family member is like the best option, your father, your mother, and your siblings. But in a situation whereby your immediate family is not the one sponsoring you, I think it's okay if you say your uncle. Just make sure that your story tallies, and it has a lot of things to do with confidence. Confidence and handing your affairs over to God. Let's not remove that back. That's very important. But that's it. So for you, what would you say if somebody is going to the embassy in Ghana? What do you think they should? How do you think they should prepare, and what do you think they should do? Like,
okay, so I'm going to be straightforward with it to make sure that people have a balanced perspective of how visa interview is in Ghana. I will first say that you must do your possible best to get funding. That is if you can. But there are approvals without scholarships in Accra Embassy to the US Embassy in Accra. But my first advice is try your best to get funding.
No matter how small.
No matter how small it is, because funding communicates to the embassy that the school needs you and you are a valuable student to the school. And so far as you're a valuable student to the school, they believe that you also be a valuable student person to the community, the country. Yes, so that is first. The second one is to get information from the right sources. A lot of people use agents who may not have the requisite knowledge, and they end up spoiling their American dream. We've had issues like that. I've had people who have gone through that and they were banned for 10 years for getting information from the wrong sources.
So you're saying better fill your form, your DS160 yourself? Okay.
Rather than using an agent
to fill the form.
Yeah, because you can be able to give the right information. At the end of the day, no one is going to answer your questions for you at the embassy. So it's very important. The third thing that I would request is to master your story. Tell the story like it is yours. And it is very important to engage in mock sessions a lot. I engaged that a lot with Miss Ayoola. She helped me throughout, even a night to my interview. And it built my confidence. And one of the things I admired about my interview with her was she was very honest to me. Because in your US visa interview process, you need honesty more than people pampering you. If the story is not good, they should be able to look at your face and tell you that do something about it. Yes, because you're going to be interviewed by someone who is not your friend.
Exactly.
The person wants to know that you qualify for it. So these are the three major things, aside other little nitty-gritties. One aspect is your home tie.
Okay.
Yes, your home tie.
Yeah, be able to say everything back to your country and tie it down back to your country. Yes, that's very important.
People don't look at that. I know a lady who was in front of me. She had a graduate assistantship with a little deficit. She was denied because she thought the scholarship would speak for her. She did not establish a home tie. It's something that people overlook, but it's very important. And one aspect too that is also not looked at by many people is your level of confidence in communicating what you are coming to do.
Exactly. Like you can't go there and be stuttering. Like when I want to conduct a mock interview for someone, I usually ask that, do you stutter? Do you stammer? And if it's a yes, it's understandable. But if you don't stutter on the norms and just because of the nerves of the interview you are stuttering, it just doesn't put you in a good light when you are stuttering, when you're just so if you, and that goes back to practice. If you practice enough, you probably will be able to get the hang of it and not stutter. So that's good. Congratulations, you got your visa. You are here.
My American dream is fulfilled. It's been an amazing.
So how long have you been in America for?
I've been in America for almost 4 months.
4 months, okay. That's good. That will give you a perspective. Because I wanted to ask you, like, so far so good. What do you think? Did you think they lied to you when they were saying, "Oh, come, this will be sorted, that will be sorted"? Like, generally, what's your current impression about schooling as an international student, a master's student, and you have a graduate assistantship right now? So, schooling in America, what is it like for you right now? Do you think, are you going to say, "Oh, you guys, come to America"? What's your take, honestly?
You know, a lot of people talk about the American dream and how push for it. I would advise that it would be very wicked for me to tell you that if you have the opportunity, don't come. America is a wonderful place, and I would be honest about it. But one aspect that you should look at with my experience here is that here is a country that nobody really will give you something on a silver platter.
You literally have
you need
to
work for everything. If you have a deficit of 20,000, 10,000, and someone tells you that don't worry, just come here, you're gonna get it sorted, it's not true. I would be very honest with you. If you put about 100 people in a row, it is only about 10% who may get that opportunity by arriving and getting a huge scholarship to settle that. So I believe that Bible says that you don't make a journey without counting the cost. So it's very important that you count the cost.
You prepare. Like I would say, don't come to America without money. Don't come with the idea of, oh, when I get here, I'm going to school and work. See, we are not bearers of bad news here. We are here, and I also want you to come and experience it. But I also want you to come and experience something better than I did. So the truth is, I wish I had more money when I was coming here. Maybe a lot of things I would have been able to like just pay my way through a lot of things, because you literally have to pay for every single thing. I think it's only the hair that you breathe that you're not paying for. But like, I don't know how rent works in Ghana, but in Nigeria, rent works like this. You pay every year, and it's a very reasonable amount. But here, you pay every month.
Scary.
So, exactly, you pay every month. You pay for your electricity. It doesn't come with the house. You know, once you rent a house in Nigeria, every other thing, small bills here and there. But here, you pay for literally everything. So if you are coming, and the idea that people also have is, when I get here, I'm going to get a job straight. So this is the thing for international students. I think Reynolds should talk about that, because for international students, how many hours are you expected to work?
So you can work for just 20 hours a week. And
so that's literally like 3-4 hours a day.
A day, 4 hours. So if you're working for 5 days, it's 4 hours a day.
And they pay you per that hour you work.
Per that hour. And it's not extremely huge to pay for a deficit of 20,000. It's not.
And for UK, for Canada, they allow them work anywhere else. No, I think they also work like 20-25 hours, but allow them work anywhere. For US, you have to work in school.
In school,
So now these so-called jobs, when I was doing my orientation, what they said was, oh, they said there are jobs in school, but the students in school are more than the jobs available in school. So if you're coming with the idea of, I'll get a job and I'll use my job money to pay for my school fees, is anybody saying that to you? I think it's a lie. I think it's not visible. It's not visible. So at least have savings, have a plan, and with God, every other thing is possible. Yes, but basically that's what I would also say, that have a plan. Like Reynolds was trying to have a solid plan. I mean, the best experience you've had so far as a graduate student in school.
So my best experience as a graduate student is the opportunities I've had in my department.
Okay.
When I was coming to Texas, I heard a lot of things. I'm in Texas, so I heard a lot of things about racism and all of that. But I think it's going on. It's subtle, but academic department, I've not experienced that. There's been a high level of inclusivity and inclusiveness.
Honestly, I think Texas is a good place for Black people. Texas is like a good place. It's just that the funding situation in UNC is not that nice. You need if to get more funding, you have to go to school that has a lot of funding. You have to go to white-dominated schools, because they have like a quota to meet for Black students, not just Black students, for immigrants generally. They have like a quota to meet, so they give them a lot of funding. But for school like UNC that is highly diverse, like there's a large number of Indians, Pakistanis, Nigerians, everything here. You don't get a lot of money, so you are more like every other person. Your blackness is not. It doesn't really. You can't really play that card. Although there's still so the academic environment generally, I think it's very nice, very inclusive, very nice. For me. So for you, that's like one of the best things.
Yes. So it actually cancelled every stereotype mentality that I came here with. I think it's a wonderful experience because I feel safe here.
So safety, Therefore, what's your worst experience so far?
American food. So when I came here, I had an opportunity to go for a dinner with my cohorts, my classmates, with my department chair and the graduate coordinator, and we were on a buffet. I picked a plate and I went around the table. I could not pick any food because all I saw was not African, and I'm a pure indigenous African boy.
So that's what I want to say. That if you're coming, when you're coming, like I want to say that bring your food, bring enough of your food. Although there are pantries here, like especially for students, that they like give out free things, but the things they are giving out are things that are their things. So you might not necessarily be able to
eat it.
Like some things from the pantry, I
You don't even know what.
I can't even make sense of it. Like you're having meat stock in a canned bottle. It cannot be me. It cannot make sense to me. So so if you're coming, food is definitely something that is a non-negotiable. You have to like come prepared with that. Then so food for you was like,
it was a bad experience for me, and I'm still struggling. One day I took some food and I came home and I felt bad.
So another thing I wanted to put out there was, so for you, do you think owning a car here is a necessity or a liability?
It is a necessity. It's not luxury. It's a necessity, because if you're coming to a place like Texas, I don't know about other states, but
I think except like places like New York that has like bus systems.
But here you will not, and Uber is very expensive.
Yeah.
When I came here, I think the first 2 months I was not driving, and I spent close to $600 on just transport. When I checked it, I was like, wow. So car is
like only the car is a necessity. Yes, except you're in a place where the bus system is really good, and even if the bus system is really good, it means you have to time yourself according to the bus system. So you need to owning a car is a necessity. But the trick to that I want to correct is when you're coming here, because we say owning a car is a necessity, does not mean you go out there, you get a car note that will literally like murder you, because you know the amount you are earning, you know your capacity, you know you're still going to pay rent, you're going to pay bills. So I think it's better to buy a car than to go on a car note. So car note means you take a car from the car stand and you pay instrumentally, they will spread it across. Well, if you're not somebody that I don't think it's reasonable for a student to come into this country and go get a car note. It is not a advisable, like sound financial advice. So we are not advising that, but we are saying if you can buy a car, a small car, there are other places where you can buy a car, but it's usually cheaper. Yes, when you buy it, and they're not necessarily like the fanciest cars and all that, but something to move you from point A to point B is very necessary. So for me, I would say that car is a necessity.
Also live close to campus. Where you can just walk to your lectures.
That's an alternative. So if you're living close to campus, but even if you're living close to campus, you still have to do groceries. You still have
you still have to go
places.
Somewhere.
But that will save you cost. Because the main priority is going to school, and you already work in school. I assume you work in school already. So yes. So for me, I think that's almost all the questions I have for you, Reynolds. But I think the biggest part is like, what do you want to encourage like people coming from Ghana? Like, what's your encouragement to them when they're coming to the US? Because this is the period where people have gotten their admissions. This is the period where or they would soon get their admissions, or they've gotten their admissions, or they are making plans to come. What do you think? Like, what do you think they should do after getting their admission?
Okay, so I have this understanding that you are not a jack of all knowledge, and all the time there are resources and people around you that can facilitate your journey to your purpose, and that is coming to America. If you've had your admission already, the journey has begun for you. I want you to do as much as you can to do your research on how to apply for your visa. Do it on your own. You can take knowledge, information from people.
Seek assistance.
That's major.
Don't
give everything to them, because everyone have one or two that they are doing and they are occupied with. Yes. So, but my advice to Ghanaians, my fellow Ghanaians, I want you to come here. America is a great country. I would never advise you not to come. A lot of things can happen in just few years of being in this country. It's a land of opportunity. So, but make sure that you come well, as Miss Ayoola keep on saying. And I would advise, I don't know whether Miss Ayoola will have the time, but please reach out for advice. She can give the best. My 90% of my visa success was based on her support.
Thank God.
10% was my confidence, my confidence.
I get you.
My ability to learn from her and all of that. It played a major role.
I'll just say this: it doesn't have to be me. It has to be like, if you have a family, a friend, somebody that you can like practice your mock interviews with.
Yeah.
Then aside mock interview, you honestly just need like a grand knowledge of, okay, what's going to be happening when I get here. If you want somebody to just put you through, I think I'm open to doing that.
Yeah.
When I'm on breaks like this, I'm open to doing that. But yes, thank you so much, Reynolds, for coming, for answering these questions. I'm sure if you guys want Reynolds to come back, just let me know in the comment section. And if you have any questions you want him to answer personally, just let me know in the comment section. And if I have like enough questions or enough opinions, I probably would like bring him back to talk about like international student journey per se.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. Personally, I would say do your best and hand over the rest to God.
Yeah.
Don't be lazy about it.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Practice, and you'll be good. And in regards to scholarship, I get it. You can get a scholarship when you get here, but at the same time, it will be nice for you to have something before you leave your country. And again, getting a job in school is a hassle, like I've earlier stated. So you need to come with the mindset of you might not get a job immediately. So if it's in 1 month or in 2 months, have something that can cover you for that period of time. Then accommodation also, you need to get it done before you even come here. That's also an hassle, but that's like a discussion for another day. Thank you so much for watching. And if you learned anything, let me know in the comment section. If you liked this section, let me also know. And if you're an international student in the University of North Texas and you want to come on the channel, let me know and share your experiences with other people. I'm sure they'll get to learn from it. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, especially my Ghanaians.
See? You said so. You guys heard?
Medamase pa Ghana for medamase.
Okay, what does that mean?
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Medamase. Thank you all so much.
Oh, medamasi. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.